Hello.
Hello.
The Quest for Connery. Review number 55.
Yeah.
And it is Rising Sun. Sound like a racist, those noises?
I don't know, it's Japanese sounding. So.
Japanese sounding, yeah.
Connery, Snipes, Rising Sun. What year is this? 1993?
Nice. Yeah. 93, yeah. It's so, Connery being a mental. Which, as you might have noticed, well, we're not doing these reviews in chronological order, but Connery just, after sort of you get, after so well of the Highlander, it's this mental ones just keep coming his way.
And the Name of the Rose, Jones.
Jones, First Night in a way, kind of.
Yeah.
The Rock, Entrapment, so and also in the 2000s.
So Connery's kind of he found his new niche. Because
they've got this established star, and they keep putting him together with these sort of young, up-and-coming, or sort of already semi-established different stars.
Then again, is he really a mentor in this film?
In a way, he teaches them about the Japanese
culture, because he knows about culture.
Plots. If you say 2 out of 10, give us 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10, yeah.
Another not good one.
The plot is there's a cool girl being murdered in a big Japanese company, like in the boardroom.
Well, it starts as a detective.
And the company's being taken over soon, or something.
Yeah, there's a takeover bid going on. Also, we'll do the trivia later.
And then they bring Connery in because he has such a wide knowledge of Japanese culture.
Expert in Japanese culture. To help Wesley Snipes.
To help Wesley Snipes, because he needs to teach him all the traditions and like how to behave and stuff.
Because you can't work out.
It's kind of interesting, but it's a bit. Once again, it's not.
The plot was ridiculously complicated. It went all over the place, just like without any real explanation for the way it was going.
Yeah.
There, you know what I mean? It was just.
Well, it's based on a book, isn't it?
Turns. Michael Crichton.
Yeah, is it? Novel. Is it? Yeah, it's Michael Crichton.
I think might have written First Great Train Robbery.
Yeah, and directed it, didn't he?
And directed it,
I think so, yeah.
But this film was directed by Philip Kaufman. That rings any bells. Probably should ring some bells with me, but I can't think of anything at the moment. But it's like you've got all these little mini characters who just seem to be sort of there just in terms of their stereotype roles rather than anything useful. Like, for example, Harvey Keitel plays like the racist cop going against Connery's non-racist cop.
Yeah, it doesn't say tolerant.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything useful.
It's just weird because it's like Wesley Snipes is trying to do something different as well, because Wesley Snipes is such kind of like an action star, and I guess he kind of does embrace it towards the end of the 90s with Blade. But at this point, it's just like he's trying to be serious in a way.
But you thought that
it's like he doesn't play to his strengths because his strengths are kicking ass. And there's one scene towards the end where there is karate and stuff.
Which more of that would have made it more exciting, the film. But it's not. It's a lot of them going around trying to teach each other about Japanese customs in a very slow, not exciting way. It's not.
And the fight is just so awkward because Connery's showing his age, isn't he?
Yeah.
And like there's these young, kind of short Japanese guys coming at him, and he just hardly moves. Like the Roger Moore style of Bond fighting, where he just kind of like doesn't do anything really, doesn't have the physicality anymore.
No.
Or maybe that's just because he just wasn't bothered in this film. Because once again, I think it's one of these films that he just did it for the money. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's a lot of these films around then. I mean, what's after Rising Sun? You've got, like, Good Man in Africa.
Money.
Just Cause, money, I'd say. Before this, Medicine Man was a lot of money behind it. So...
I think they're offering reasonably solid returns.
I think once again, Connery's trying to be different.
And getting alongside a up-and-coming, bankable star like Snipes.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, logically. I mean, to the producers it makes sense. It might not make money, but it makes sense to them.
Yeah. But it just doesn't work.
No, I wasn't.
He's let down by the plot. He's let down by
the poor, not particularly
kind of
poor
acting,
phoning it in. Nothing special.
And
I think Snipes is trying, but he's not really doing anything. It's not a role where he can shine in specific skills. I mean, I'm not.
There's no action in it. Is there?
Yeah, I'm not saying that Snipes can only cope with action, because that's unfair to the guy. But I think action is a good base for him. And in Blade, he has that sort of like moody, strong, sort of like slightly off, mystical character well. And this playing like a normal beat cop doesn't work.
He needs to play kind of over the top characters, because like in Demolition Man as well.
Yeah.
He's really good in that.
But to also be, I mean, we might get a bit of backlash for this, but it hasn't aged well. Because I mean, obviously it's not their fault. But the fact there's always like stuff about, oh look, they've done some kind of trick with the video cameras.
Yeah.
And we can look at this girl being raped, and you can see the guy's reflection in this window. Look, oh, that's who it is.
Yeah.
But then that's been doctored, and they're like, oh look, we can swap your heads, and it's.
It looks a bit silly.
It feels a bit silly.
The ending's weird as well.
We won't spoil it for you, but it's not a good payoff. It's a disappointing ending.
Yeah, you're like, what? So there's a kind of little twist, but you're like, well, I don't actually care. You could have probably worked it out as well. And at the end you're like, what? So, all I'm going to say is, threesome? So, watch it and find out and see if you agree.
So 2 out of 10 for not worth seeing. I wouldn't say unless you're a big Snipes fan or like I was a big Connery fan trying to be fill the set. A couple of small little things to point out. You might know Ted from Scrubs.
Oh yeah.
He has a small role as a lawyer, oddly enough, or some kind of executive.
No, he's trying to buy the company, isn't he?
Is he? Well, he's an executive, something like that. And playing not too different a character from Scrubs, which would be about 12 years in the future or something like that.
Yeah, something like
2004, whatever Scrubs. Maybe it started a bit earlier than that. So yeah, and that's what kept me going.
Good for noticing little things like that. Oh, it's got that guy who's in License to Kill as well.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is.
Hong Kong intelligence
guy. There we are. Look that up and let us know what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.